Hello, thank you so much for joining me. Today we're going to be looking at how to play perfect hammer-ons and pull-offs on the guitar. This is something that new players find really difficult, and even some experienced players, I see them doing things which just could be improved on. So I hope this quick video can help you, and I really hope you learn something new. Let's get to it. Why don't we start with hammer-ons? Now the hammer-on, what we're doing is we're playing two notes. So if I pick these two notes, the 5th fret on the E, and then the 8th fret on the E as well. Now, the hammer-on means that we pick once and still get two note sounds. Listen to this. Okay. Now, what I'm doing there is I'm getting two notes with one pick. And we hear this all the time in our guitar solos. My top tips for getting good hammer-ons. Remember that it's called hammer-on. You do have to press quite hard. Now I'm starting with the little finger. I actually think this is the hardest one to do. So we'll start harder and we'll get easy as we go along. Now if you look at where my little finger lands there, I'm very close to the fret. What I see people doing sometimes is being too far away from the fret. And as you know, the further you are away from the fret, the harder it is to actually play the note. Now we don't want to land on top of the fret because it stops the string from ringing. We want to go to the left of the fret, just like this. Now what I would like you to do to practice this, and you can practice with your third finger as well on the A string, is go up the A minor pentatonic. So what we do is we hammer on, going up that A minor pentatonic shape. Now I think it's important to do it with your little finger. You might find it tricky at the start, but it is your weakest finger most likely, so work on it. Why not? It's like going to the gym. We have to build up the strength. Now you notice that when I do the hammer-on, my index finger stays firmly planted until I do the hammer-on, and then I can move it. Okay, then we've changed finger. So if you watch again. Pull-offs on the guitar are when we do the opposite thing. We're starting at a high note, using one pick, and going down. Now, I have two top tips for you. Keep your index finger firmly planted. Do not move it until you hear that second note. Okay, what I see sometimes is when people do pull-offs, they'll lift off their hand and it just doesn't work, all right? The index finger is always firmly planted. The second tip which I have, the finger which you're doing the pull-off with, and we'll start with the little finger again, it can go in two directions. The first direction we can have is lifting off the finger. And the second one is going down towards the ground. Now listen to the difference. You should always pull off towards the floor. If you think about what we're doing with our pick here, our pick is also going towards the floor. We're mimicking that picking sound. So what I'd like you to do now is go down the minor pentatonic scale doing pull-offs. So what we can do is we can go down the pentatonic using our fingers that we practice the pattern with. So we've got our little finger on the E and the B, and then the third on the G and the D, and then the A as well, and then little finger on the E. Now what you have here, if you put everything that we've done in the video together, is a practice routine. You can start by doing pull-offs. Try and keep it in quavers. Try and keep that rhythm. So it's kind of, if I was to, I'll do a metronome on the loop pedal. If I went, okay. Now we're going to hammer on. Pull off. Hammer on. Pull off. So I really hope that little quick video can help you with your hammering on and pulling off techniques. Now when you come up in a tab, when you're reading it, you know exactly the best thing to do when you're playing. I really hope you enjoyed that video. Please do like and subscribe, and leave me a comment what you liked, what you didn't like. I really love reading all your comments. It really inspires me, propels me to do more videos for you. Thank you so much for watching, and have a lovely day.